Hey everybody, it's me again. We are here for another prelude to Passport to Paradise. I can't get it out of my mouth, all those P's in there. But it's the prelude to Passport to Paradise. We are doing a live event this Saturday, the 19th, in New Carrollton, Maryland. So if you guys are in the DC area, DC, Maryland, Virginia, we want to have you come on out to the New Carrollton Library. It's going to be a lot of fun because what we're going to be doing, if you were here last week, you saw me, my cohorts, Dorian Burks and Edie Henry. We were going over what we're going to be sharing with you, and that is our travel club. We are part of an amazing travel club called Travorium, and what it's enabled us to do is to travel all over the world at pennies on the dollar. I mean, discounted prices. Then this is no shade at anyone, but these are prices that travel agents can't even get. And I'm saying this, like I said, no shade to travel agents, but I've had travel agents tell me they can't get these prices. So it's not shade at them, but a lot of travel agents, guess what they're doing? They're joining our travel club because they would like to experience some of these for themselves. If they can't get the prices, why not? Oh, well, you can get those prices. So we talked about it last week. We gave some testimonies. Edie gave testimony that she had just gotten back from her family trip to New Orleans. She also had gone to Jamaica. Now, think about this, guys. An all-inclusive. For those of you who've gone on all-inclusive resorts, you know that they can be quite costly because you're getting all your food, all you can drink. There's no limit. So she did that with her for two people, an all-inclusive in Jamaica at the Grand Palladium. So this is not one of those little rinky-dink. This is like a five-star resort. She did that for less than $600. That was for two people. For two people, she did that. So just to give you guys an idea of what it could include for you. So I'm just letting you know that I don't know if my guests are showing up tonight. So I guess I can kind of do away with do away with some of this right here, right, and go full screen because I'm not sure if they're showing up. And that was Dorian Burks and Edie Henry who were doing the event with me this Saturday. I had spots for them from last week, and I didn't change the format here. And Edie is doing a live event tonight in Waldorf, Maryland. So she is probably not going to be able to make it. And Dorian, unfortunately, is dealing with taking care of a loved one. So he will not be able to make it. He said he probably wouldn't be able to. So I knew that going into it. But I'm glad you're able to be here. You're able to watch this because what I want to do is share with you some things. I know Edie and I talked about this last week. We want to talk to you about the other benefits of this travel club. Now we mentioned to you last week about how, like I mentioned, we can go to resorts. We can book hotels cheaper than Expedia or Booking.com and all those different search engines, booking engines have. We can get them at much lower prices than they. We can get rental cars. We can go on cruises. That's right, and get ship credit to spend money on a cruise ship. Yes, you can get that as well. We can book houses if you want to stay in a house for a week somewhere, a mansion. We can rent yachts. All of these things. I went on a bunch of excursions, and it's just amazing. We got so many different things that we can do. And I wanted to just share that with you guys. That all these things we can do here. We can actually do shopping. Yes, you can shop. You can buy a computer. We've had people that bought appliances using our travel club and our site because it's not just travel. It's so many other things. You can go to the movies and save money on movie tickets and your concessions. That's right. Concert tickets, pro sports. You can buy tickets to these games and save money from what other people are spending. Do I have you licking your chops now? You're excited now? Do you say, okay, Barrett, how do I find out more about it? Good. We want you that because we want you coming to the event this Saturday called Passport to Paradise. So as I mentioned, there was one other thing that we wanted to mention about this particular travel club called Travorium. We wanted to mention something else to you all that if that excites you, we got something else that excites you. Now, since I don't have everybody here tonight, I'm not going to take up all your time, but I do want to take some time to share the other aspect of our travel club with you. So you're saying, well, Barry, get to it. What is this other part? Well, now that you asked, the other part of the travel club that I want to mention to you is that you will be allowed to earn money with us. That's right. You can earn money with our travel club. And there's an income opportunity for you. Now, I want to tell you all this. It's optional. And please, if you're wherever you're watching this, say the word out loud. Say optional. Because I've had people say, well, I don't want to do that. And I'm saying, it's optional. You don't have to do it. It's just optional. If you want to make some extra money, if you want to make a lot of money, you can do that. We have that ability to show you how to do that with this travel club. Now, you're probably saying, well, I don't want to be selling travel and doing family reunions. Well, good, because I don't want to do it either. And that's not what we do. We don't sell travel. We have a membership. The best way to explain it to you is, and what we do is that if, say, Netflix said to you, we want you to offer Netflix to other people and we're going to pay you to do it. That's pretty much it. Netflix doesn't sell movies. Netflix has memberships. And they're saying, hey, you can get a membership. Now, the great thing about it, if you had Netflix membership and no one else had one, it's not that hard to do it, because guess what? All you're doing is telling them what you have. You're telling them what you have. You have a membership where you can get all the movies you want. Well, you have a membership here where you can go do all the traveling you want. That's all you're doing. And if they're interested, great. If they're not, great too. But the bottom line is this. We have an opportunity for you to make money. Now, I'm not going into all the details about that because that's for the event. Now, if you're not in the DMV area, or you want to reach out to me privately to find out more information, of course, you can do that because you're watching this on my social media, so I'm sure you know how to reach me. But I want to explain to you, once again, I'm saying it's optional, but you can make a good amount of money. We have people within the organization who are making millions. Yes, they're making millions. Is that the norm? No. But making thousands is the norm. We have people, I'm here in the DMV area, I'm in Maryland. We have at least 3 people in this area who are making 6 figures. The gentleman who introduced me to this travel club, he's making probably about $120,000 a year. The gentleman that introduced him to this travel club is making probably about 180 to 190 a year. And then we have a lady who has been in the business probably like 4 years now. She's making over 200,000, maybe 210 to 220,000 a year. And guess what they're doing different than what we're doing? Absolutely nothing. All they're doing is letting people know that they're part of a travel club. If you want to be a member of the travel club, you can come in and join. It's no different. We do not do a hard sell. There's none of that, because if you like to travel, I'm just going to put it out there. If you like to travel, it would be kind of stupid for you to want to pay retail when there's wholesale available. I think you agree with me on that, right? All we're doing is saying we have wholesale. So you can get wholesale travel, all wholesale travel, and you don't have to pay retail. It's really common sense. So the question that I would raise to you here is, would you like to make money doing that? So basically, I can take a trip. You heard me mention last week that I took my trip to Dubai. And I stayed in a 4-star hotel for a week with an infinity pool, breakfast included every day for 2 people, and I only paid $1 for that week. Well, the great thing about it was I was still making money while I was there. Right now, I'm making about $2,000 a month passive income. So whether I do anything or not, I'm still making money, and the position that I have is willable. So if God would take me away right now, my family can still have money coming in because I have a willable position within this travel club. It's amazing. And I'm telling you guys, if you're watching this, whether you're watching it live or watching it later in a recording, I urge you to open your mind and say, hey, Barrett, I want to see this. I want to come to this Passport to Paradise event on Saturday, the 19th. I want to come to this event. Oh, did I mention it's free? Yeah, come on in. It's free. Passport to Paradise, 2 o'clock Saturday at the New Carrollton Library in New Carrollton, Maryland. We want you guys to come on out. It's free. And we're going to feed you. Yes, we're going to feed you too. So not just information, but actual food. So come on out. You'll enjoy it. I promise you, you'll enjoy it. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to be giving away stuff. Oh, I didn't mention that, did I? We're going to be giving away a vacation. Yeah. Somebody's going to get a vacation on us. We're going to give away a vacation. We may give away more than one. Me and Edie have to talk about that. We may give away more than one vacation, but we're considering that. So, but the only way you get it is if you're there. So, anybody likes free stuff, you might want to come. So, just a hint, just a hint. You may want to come. So, as I mentioned, Passport to Paradise this Saturday, New Carrollton Library. We urge you guys to come out. We definitely urge you guys to come out because it's going to be amazing. I mean, that's the best way I can put it. It's going to be amazing. We hope you guys can come. We really do because it's one of those things where you ever been to events where people just try to explain it to you and they just can't bring it to you the way that you can understand it. Well, that's kind of how it is. We want to make sure that you guys can really grasp what we're doing here, and we want you guys to really get into this because the event is going to be spectacular, and we're going to have some speakers. We're going to have some testimonies where people who have been traveling, have been experiencing some great benefit of being a part of this travel club. We're going to share that with you. So I just want to make sure that you guys, can be a part of it too. As you see here, I'm sharing the flyer here on the screen here. And you can scan the QR code, or you can just come to the event. It's free, guys. It's free. So we want you guys to come, but we usually want the QR code scanned. It's just so we have a head count. We just want to know how many people are coming. That's the main thing. But we definitely would love to have you there. So come on out to Passport to Paradise this Saturday at the New Carrollton Library. We want you guys there. So, all right, now let's talk about the money. You can actually earn daily pay with this travel club, daily pay. And it's something that I really love that I think a lot of people, as soon as they come in, they really like. Once again, it's optional. There's a membership. This is a membership. I told you that. And of course, there are membership fees. And I'm not going into the fees because they're different fees depending on what you want. But there is a way, when you talk to us, there is a way to get your membership fees waived. Now, I know you're saying, well, Barrett, you're being all mysterious. You're not telling us any details. That's right. Because what my goal is to get you guys to want more information, so come on out to the event. It's free. You get to eat and you get to learn and you get to have some fun. As my buddy said, you get free food, fun, and fellowship. So come on out, man. Just get the 4 Fs. So just come on out. We'd love to have you there at the New Carrollton Library this Saturday. So the bottom line is this. If you like to travel, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. If you like to make money, it's a no-brainer because guess what? You don't really have to sell anything. Think about this. If you went to 10 of your friends and said, hey, do you like to travel? How many of them are going to say yes? Probably most of them. Maybe even all of them were going to say, I like to travel. Well, if you're just showing it to them, say, well, if you like to travel, like I said, isn't it kind of, I'm using the word, isn't it kind of stupid for someone who likes to travel to want to pay retail when they can pay wholesale? Yeah. So, of course, I know your friends are not stupid. Your friends would want to pay wholesale, right? So, of course, they would be interested in learning how they can pay wholesale and travel. That's all it is. So if you want to learn how to do that yourself and they want to do it, why not get paid for it, right? Because here's the thing. If you went on a trip, let's say you got a membership with us and you went on a trip, let's say you went to Paris. And let's say you stayed at a Marriott, you stayed 5-6 days at a Marriott in Paris, France, and you paid for the whole week, say $190. I know you said, well, Barrett, that's not possible. Oh, yes, it is, because there's one next month going to Paris for $190 at a Marriott. Yes, that's how I know that. So you can do that. But let's say that you did that. What are the chances that you're going to keep that a secret after you did that? Probably 0, right? You're going to tell everybody about your trip to Paris. You're going to tell everybody you only paid $190 for that whole stay. You're going to tell everybody that breakfast was included in your hotel and that you had a great time. You're going to tell everybody about all the excursions you went on, the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, all of that stuff. You're going to tell everybody these things. Well, when you tell people these things, a lot of them are going to say, well, shoot, I'd love to do that, or I wish I was there. Well, let them know that they can and get paid for it. It's that simple. And I know some of you in your head, you're complicating things right now as you're listening to me. You're saying, yeah, but my friends are different. Okay, I'm here to tell you, no, they're not. No, they're not. People are people, are people, are people. Stop making this into something that is really hard when it's not. You're making it up in your head of what something's going to be, yet you haven't even learned anything about it. But you're telling yourself something is hard. So stop it. Stop it right now. That's an order. Because you're making something up. You're just making up fairy tales in your head. And you're focusing on the negative side of things. What if I can't? What if this doesn't happen? What if you're extremely successful? What if you make so much money that you can't stand it? What if you're able to quit your job? What if you're able to move your family into a new zip code? What if you're able to travel all over the world? What if you're able to retire? You know why I'm saying those things? Because they're happening for people. I know some people who have retired from their job because they've been a part of this. I know someone who makes about $150,000 on his job, but now makes more money doing this in less than 2 years. I know people in these situations. And when you come out Saturday, you may even meet some of them. So I'm saying this to you because haven't you toiled enough trying to find something that's going to help you? And some of you are watching going, man, I'm just trying to plan for retirement because I got to figure that out. Perfect. Because, I thought about that too. And I said, you know what? They say when you're retired, you want to have two things. You want to be able to travel the world, and you want to make sure, of course, you have money coming in to take care of yourself. Well, I said, well, goodness, this takes care of both of them. I can have money coming in, and I get to travel all over the world, and the money's still coming in. Sign me up. Sign me up. So I'm saying this to you guys because I just want you to realize that whatever have been dreaming about doing for yourself or your family or whomever, you can do it. But you got to take that step. I can't take it for you. Whoever invites you to this event can't take it for you. We want you to show up and just learn. If nothing else, if you say, Barrett, Dorian, Edie, when you come to this event and you say, this is not for me, fine. We're not going to harass you about it. But at least we shared it with you. Because I can't tell you how many people I have shared this with who later on said to me, well, after the event, they said, no, I'm not interested. But later on, they said, hey, Barrett, I want to talk to you about that. I think I'm interested. Because it wasn't that they weren't interested. It's just that the timing wasn't right for them. Does that make sense? The timing wasn't right. So what we're saying is that the time may be right for you right now, but you have to listen and learn. You have to see what we're talking about. We're not going to do a hard sell on it. We're just going to share the information with you and go into more detail, and we'll answer your questions. We're strong on answering questions. We're strong on being very transparent with people. I always tell people, when they say I have a question, I say I have an answer. And I hope it's the one you want. But if it may not be the one you want, but it's the correct answer. I'd rather give you the correct answer and make sure you're happy, or make sure you're happy that I gave you the correct answer, than to try to appease you and make you happy with an answer just because it's something you want to hear. So we want to make sure you're there. Once again, it is Passport to Paradise. I recommend that you guys come on and you can register, but even if you don't register, just show up this Saturday at 2 p.m. from 2 to 4. We want you guys there. We want your face in the place, as they say. We want to share this great information with you on how you can travel the world for pennies on the dollar. And I say that to people, and people are like, pennies on the dollar, you serious? You heard me. I stayed in Dubai for $1. $1. 4 quarters, 10 dimes. I stayed in Dubai at a 4-star hotel that gave me breakfast every day. So I'm not just blowing smoke. I'm not making this up for you. I'm letting you guys know that, yes, you can have that too. I was looking at some vacations the other day that I could go on and I could stay for nothing. I'm just saying. So once again, Passport to Paradise this Saturday, 2 p.m. Bring a friend, bring a family member. We're going to feed you guys. We're going to share some testimonies, show you what we've gone through and how we're making money, what kind of things you can get out of the perks you can get out of it. Because it's a lot more than I can explain here. You got to hear all of it, and you got to probably won't even be able to get into all of it this Saturday because there's so many things this program offers. We have a very supportive group of people. The company is very supportive. A lot of people care about what your success. They care about that, and they want you to do well. There's not much more I can say about it except be there. Once you see this video, if while you're watching it live or recorded, share it with someone. Say, hey, let's go to this. Say, come on, let's find out what they're talking about. Say, hey, I like traveling. I got a trip I'm planning. I want to find out how I can use this. I'm telling you. And another thing, some of you are thinking right now, oh, I've seen something like this before. And I promise you, no, you haven't. No, you have not. I've had so many people say that, and then they look at it and go, oh, this is different. I promise you, you have not seen something like this before. I have so many people that say that, and they're wrong. So don't be wrong. Just show up and listen. It's going to be this Saturday. Free. Did I mention it's free? It's free. Passport to Paradise at the New Carrollton Library in New Carrollton, Maryland. All you have to do is show up there at 2 o'clock. We're going to greet you, and we're going to share some information with you. And you can go home if you want to. Or you can stick around and hang out with us, and we're going to have some more fun. But remember, somebody's going to get a free trip. It might be you, so you may not want to leave early because it might be you. We have a lot of giveaways to give away, so we want to make sure that you are someone that can get something. So just be there. I'm going to wrap up right here and let you guys get on with your evening. I look forward to seeing you this Saturday, July 19th, at Passport to Paradise, the New Carrollton Library, New Carrollton, Maryland, at 2 p.m. I'll see you guys. You'll have a great evening, okay? Bye-bye.